We're not all criminals.
I don't see you as a suspect right now.
Mr.
Wright.
Yeah.
This is part of the investigation. Do you have any firearms?
MYOB.
MYOB?
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
Mind your own business.
I am the Don Vaughn, and this is the South Coast Corruption Report.
After getting the runaround for the past few years and the shaft for the past few days, the Don Vaughn figured it was time to move up the chain of command and was directed to the FBI. The Don Vaughn called the FBI to report the crimes and misconduct of 2 Jackson County, Mississippi judges, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, the City of Pascagoula Police Department, and to see if they would execute an outstanding warrant. They told the Don Vaughn that they weren't going to do much about it. He gave them a warning. On May 24th, the FBI showed up to the Don Vaughn's house in a show of force because he redressed his grievances. The Don Vaughn is now a suspect and probably on a list for being a victim of and documenting the corruption. As usual, at least in the Don Vaughn's experience, anytime you call law enforcement to make a complaint, they try and spin it and suspect you of some kind of wrongdoing.
(228) 334-2347.
Your name again?
Melissa McQuaig. I'm TFO with the FBI. If you want to come and talk to it, or let us come and talk to you at a better time, I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay?
All right.
Mr. Wright, have a good day. Okay?
All right, you
I
too.
look forward to talking to you. Back. And you did.
But you understand that I have no reason to trust you. I want to, but there's a problem when law enforcement is defending and serving lawyers, judges, to protect their pension.
Right.
All right? I pay them to protect me from tyranny.
Right.
So the day law enforcement turns their guns around, points them at the judges and the politicians for doing things that are unconstitutional, that'll be the day y'all earn my respect. You know, but as long as I continue to be a suspect, every time I come in contact with law enforcement, I'm not going to be happy about it. Nobody's going to be. That doesn't build anything. We're not criminal. We're not all criminals.
Mr. Wright,
Yeah.
I don't see you as a suspect
Right
now.
We're going to find out. I'm being questioned here.
So basically, a report came in through the FBI on the 19th that you expressed some concerns about being, in court and having some issues in court with the judge and attorney and a couple other things and how the way they treated you. But the main objective on me wanting to talk to you is just some concerns of, are you going to carry out some of the things you said, or what do you mean by?
Well, let's go over that. What did I say?
So on here, you stated that your rights were violated. Talking about when you were in Chancery Court. No, you didn't have anyone to talk to. You've gone all the way up the chain of command, and that you were calling to let them know that you had no choice but to defend your liberty and let deadly force. In any government agency, if any government agency comes near you, you're going to treat them as a domestic enemy and a threat to your liberty.
Let me ask you this. Is that a threat or a warning?
You're vocalizing how you feel.
Is that a threat or a warning?
It can be considered both.
It's a warning. It's not a threat. I didn't threaten the lives of anybody.
And that's what we're here to clarify.
And I've clarified that twice already.
Okay.
And if this is the area where you have it on record, I'll clarify again. I have no intention on initiating violence.
Okay.
It is just a warning that I am willing and able to defend my rights against the tyrants, against unconstitutional orders, against jackboot cops who think they're above the law, can just make stuff up, put me in jail.
What do you mean by, a simple question, what do you mean by you are willing to defend? Does that
I'm not going to tuck my tail and cower.
Does that involve
any longer.
weapons? Let me ask you this. So does that involve weapons,
the
firearms,
First Amendment
or anything
there,
like that?
The First Amendment is there so I can let my government know when I'm upset with them. The Second Amendment is there if it falls on deaf ears and they continue their tyrannical behavior, violating the rights. This is why we have the Second Amendment. This is why. To defend against tyranny. I don't need you guys to defend me against fellow citizens trying to break into my home. I don't need you to defend me against some drunk on the road. All right? I don't. I need you to defend me from a tyrannical government. Period. And if you can't do that, then I have no choice but to do it myself, correct?
Just to clarify, if you encounter like the police, law enforcement, or anything, at any moment or any point, do you feel like you're going to use any kind of weapons or anything?
I've told you that if they violate my rights, then yes, I will defend my liberty. Real simple. If they try to violate my life or liberty, I have the same right to violate theirs. That's called self-defense.
So
what I'm here for is I want to know, are we going to go arrest this woman who has an open warrant, who lives 2 blocks away, and can I have my son today?
Hang on one second. Mr. Wright, before we get to that, we have to do a threat assessment interview. That's why we made contact with you.
Why isn't the judge in here? I haven't heard threat assessment. Why am I the only one
Well,
here?
we can get to that, sir, but that language is what we want to clarify today.
Which is protected speech, right?
Correct, and we didn't
Okay.
say it wasn't.
All right.
Now, you need to tread carefully on that.
I know.
With
I know how it works.
threats and stuff like that.
Sure. It's not threats, they're warnings.
there's processes that we take and stuff like that.
Yeah, they work good. I've been through those processes. We're not criminal. We're not all criminals.
I don't see you as a suspect right now.
we're-
Mr. Wright,
Yeah.
this is part of the investigation. Do you have any firearms?
MYOB.
MYOB?
Yep.
What does it stand for?
Mind your own business.
I am the Don Vaughn, and this is the South Coast Corruption Report.